Pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Campbell. This is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Campbell, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Campbell on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Campbell to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Campbell on 3rd down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Leopard! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on first down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 14 yards there on the pickup, and now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Campbell now from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the 1st half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Campbell. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. To throw is Campbell. To throw on third down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Sturgis adds the PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And now out come the Jags. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He's got room to run past the 20. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll run it here. Trucks over it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Campbell throwing on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Here's Campbell. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at a certain time?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Looking to throw. Campbell. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Campbell on 3rd down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Flex round.
Campbell now to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Campbell, operating from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from the 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. In for the score. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spins by. And now running right through it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Shoot! Check it out. Hut! Go. Watch the air. Check three. Hut!
And they'll go on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ohio!
Now Campbell looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Here's Campbell. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Oh, spinning away. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Campbell. Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets past one man. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this.